Welcome back, guys, to my channel. So yeah, this week I'm doing the second episode, from being Pastor's girlfriend. So from then he said, can I please be the one who's sending him the report? And we were like, with my friend, like it doesn't make sense. Obviously, this person wants to speak to me. So he takes my number. No, he gives me his number so that I can text him. So I said to him, Mana, no man, can I please give you the report on Monday in the afternoon after the service, because there are times whereby I won't have airtime to send you the report. And he's like, no problem, I'm gonna send you airtime. And then for real, he sends airtime on Saturday, I think Saturday in the afternoon, just before the meeting. So he sends airtime, then after the meeting, when I get home, I text him what was said in the meeting. So that basically was my job. So I would do that, but I think I did that for about a month or so. Yeah. And I was like, anyway, this is boring, because this person does receive the report from my friend. I know for sure he does receive the report. And then now what? I was just like, you know what? I'll stop. And then I stopped sending him the message, the report from the meeting. And so then he did not confront me, because it's not like Bestibana every day. Sometimes he would arrive in my church and so we wouldn't see each other. So this other day now, he calls me. It was during the day. One of the days in the week, he calls me and recently, and I pick up his phone call, and hello. So I pretend as if I don't know who's talking, because it's been long most thinking I'm texting this the report thing, and he never really asked me what happened, why not, and I'm like, I pretended as if so now I was very shocked, because after I stopped texting him the report, he kept on speaking with my male friend about me. So each time in alarm space, he would fill me in, and I was like, I was getting tired. It was boring. So I was updated in a way. Whenever he speaks about me with, like, to my friend would update me. So I was like, nah, because I'm not even interested. And then he calls me. Bana, you no longer send me a report, what. And I'm like, after all this time, I'm like, no. Then I don't know what story I said, but the biggest story. Okay, so now he leaves that report thing, because this is not working. And he's like, and I know you've been avoiding me. I'm not avoiding you. For noni. Avoiding you. You've been avoiding me. Your friend told me what. I'm like, I know that's not true. Chomiam will never do that. And I know you like me too. I like you. And I was like, sorry, with all due respect, Pastor, I don't like you, and I would really appreciate if you stop calling me. Like, really stop calling me. Don't call me again. Do not text me. Just don't. And he apologized. And then Kenyan, I was like, you never call me again. So now I was like, you really never called me again. Okay, I was joking. And I'm like, so there was this other time, I was like, he really stopped bothering me. I was like, really stopped bothering me. I'm like, this guy being was serious, can't. So there was this other time we had a meeting in one of the branches in Kailij, like a youth event. So it was bad. So that time we were using train to travel. So I take the youth. The youth was in my church. So I take the youth in my training. Like, okay, guys, I'm honey, you guys are safe. Then I appoint two of the leaders that I was working with to take the youth with, because I'm gonna be left behind. So why am I left behind? I'm waiting for him. So I'm like he did not say anything. Like he did not greet me. Like he saw me, did not greet me. Like what is happening? I was this guy. I thought, but I think by that time already, there were things that were developing. Yeah, girl. So I'm like, hey, boy, he did not greet me. Like this person, like makes sure that he used to make sure, man, he greets me and everything. But ever since I said to him, but the reason why I said that, he was so sure, like he was so sure and so, I would say, full of himself, man. Oh no, this girl likes me as well. She's playing hard to get. So I was not that like I really wanted him to stop. Anyways, so guy but I was like, are you okay? And now he pulls a serious face, like the pastor's face, like like I won't tell you why are you serious? So I'm supposed to get off at Philippi station. Yeah, he gets off to the next station. So I'm like, so what happened? So basically, he's like, you said I must stop calling you, so I stopped calling you. Then I follow botheration and don't want to get in trouble. I was like, then I started explaining myself. About a week, started explaining myself. Then we were like, okay, this is how I feel, this is how you feel, blah, blah, blah. But you know what you need to do. Okay, cool. Then he's like, if you're serious about what you're saying, you won't get off where you're supposed to get off. You get off where I am, which is him supposed to get off. I'm like, yo, it's so far from where he gets off to my church. I was like, okay, anyways, because I'm serious what I say. So anyways, I get off I get off in his train station where he's getting off. Then from there, okay, and then he accompanied me to the Ipela. I'm a Peleni, then I took Ipela to my church. So like that day I was like, oh, so basically pastor, what. Anyways, so okay, we started calling each other. He told his pastor, and I'm not supposed to say anything. He told his pastor, and his pastor told my pastor, what. Okay, and then the process started. So we were allowed to call each other. We were allowed to call each other, not to go out. We were allowed to call each other. Then I think after, if I'm not mistaken, after 2 or 3 months, he was allowed to, because he doesn't sleep, he slept in my church, so he was allowed to accompany me at uncapping up my service. He would do that. Okay, so that was basically, we weren't allowed to go out yet. Okay, so after some time, okay, things went as far as going to the bishop and everything, all the interview and everything. Okay, cool. And yeah, so we started dating, we started dating. But I think we started dating, then after not even 6 months we were approved to date. He was changed from our province. But no, yeah, I think after a month or 2 months, I think 2 months was very long after we were approved to date. Then he went to Johannesburg. Then from Johannesburg he went to Durban. So we were apart from each other ever since we were approved to date. So we were apart from each other, and then I would go and visit. I visited him in one province. He was Umtata. He was working in Umtata, and then I visited him. Then from there, then he went to Durban. Then from Durban he asked to come here, to come to the site, and then he came to Cape Town. Then everything was normal. Everything was normal. It was nice getting to know this person. It was nice, and we would go out every Saturday. So basically what happened is, so like when you date a pastor, you moved from your church and you go to the provincial church. So I would serve to the provincial church. It was nice. It was a good experience. It was a good experience with all the ups and downs. I won't go into details about that because like it's not like actually like ayo yam. It's the secret thing. Sacred, not like secret, sacred thing. So it was nice with all the challenges and everything. Dude, like I'll tell you, like everyone amongst the ladies that I was, not like everyone, some of the close ladies that I was, they would literally think, Bana, because almost every Saturday I would be called in the bishop's office. And everyone thought, Bana, and most of the times it wasn't because of that. It was because I would be told to fix this. I'll be told, like I'll be questioned, Bana, because there's a particular list that you get. How far am I with the list and everything? So it wasn't really about me going. It was some of the meetings, basis bizelwa, me and him, would be to prepare you are going next month. Prepare, the bishop is inquired, what. So some of the meetings were about that, but it really never happened until so, until the day that until the day that I don't know, my pastor called me, the pastor from my church, and he tells me, Bana, what. This day was the 9th of August. It was a Women's Day. So after the meeting, the bishop would like to speak to me. So I already knew because two or three of my friends already, their relationship is cutting, and I just knew. And again, at that time my father just passed away, like my son of Mwaba, and I got a message, I think a week after the funeral. I got a message. I was supposed to go to Cape Town and attend the meeting on a Saturday. Then I got a message from the bishop's wife saying, Mana, I don't need to come to the meeting. I don't need to come to the meeting. I don't need to come to the meeting. Then came like, I thought, man, oh shame, she's just being sweet because last week I just buried my father, like 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, and she's just being so sweet. Can't know. Then now the other lady tells me, man, yo Shiro, I got this message from the bishop's wife. I was like, it's the same message I got. So, and the relationship was already cut, like they say still. I was like, oh, namely message before me, so that means nam say lining. So by the time I was told Banandia, like 9th of August, after the meeting, I already knew what was going to happen. Then I tell him then because the guy like he's hot-headed. So I tell him, don't embarrass me, Payana. Just agree whatever they say. Just say yes. Don't question anything. Okay, we agree on that. Then we go to the conference room with the bishop and the wife and my pastor, the pastor from my church. So then, okay, we were told to switch off the phones. Okay, cool, switch off the phones. And the bishop starts saying, how I don't have the zeal of serving God, what. And I'm like, hey, I that doma there's nobody zeal, like, is zeal in doing? Is it something that is on the list that I was supposed to buy? And I did not buy. What happened? Anyway, I'm joking. So I was like, eish, this is hard. Anyway, so I don't have a zeal, and because of that, the relationship pay. Like after 4 years of dating this person, and I saw the relationship down. And Pela anyways. Pela. Then That was it. Do you have anything to say? And I was like, no. And inside I'm like, the dome, like literally dome. And he was asked, "Hi Bana, do you have any?" In fact, he was not asked. Wabuza. And I'm like, dude, didn't I say just agree to whatever they say, these people? And he started saying, Bana, anyways, we got the list very late, but like he started saying things that didn't make sense, that like it did not relate to the reason they came up with of cutting the relationship. Anyways, the relationship was cut, but I was so cool, né? I was so cool after that. But now when I left the taxi, I go, like, is this for real? And I started crying. But anyways, for a very long time, I wasn't okay, like literally, for a very, very, very long time. And I think everyone else thought, wow, sure is very strong. But I was really, 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 really struggling, you know? And after some time, I became okay. Never right. So let's just leave this second episode here, because the third episode, the second last episode, which is the third episode, I'll be talking how on how after that my life changed.